Good morning, students. This is Professor Kiran Poddar, Angadi Institute of Technology and Management, Belagavi. In this session, we are going to discuss how to express the given function into unit step function, then how to find out its Laplace transformation. There are two bits now. One is expressing this function into unit step function, then finding the Laplace transformation of that unit step function. If you take this example and if you go with the basic definition of Laplace transformation, that is integration between 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, then we can obtain the solution, no problem at all. But that solution, obtaining that solution with just the basic definition of a Laplace transformation, it becomes very tedious and very lengthy. So for that, what to do? We can convert this function into unit step function. Then applying a Laplace transformation provides us the accurate and quick result. Okay, so that we are going to try in this session. What it says, express the function in terms of unit step function and hence find out the Laplace transformation of this function. F of t is equal to t, where this t lies between 0 to 4. If I take this as 0, and this is 1, 2, 3 and 4, then it is continued up to whatever number. So between 0 to 4, here the functional value will be t, and as soon as it crosses a range of 4, the functional value becomes 5, means it becomes stagnant. Means what? If you take it graphically, if you see its application part, if you take t, if you take the value of t and f of t, if in this range, if I take t and this is f of t, if I consider, then what happens? If I take t is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, if I take t is equal to 0, then f of t is equal to 0, here only. If I take t is equal to 1, then f of t is equal to 1. If I take t is equal to 2, f of t is equal to 2. If I take t is equal to 3, f of t is equal to 3. If I take f of t is equal to 4, then it is 4. Means what? Here you can see the increment. But after this, whatever the value of t may be, it may be 4, it may be 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, it will be stagnant here only. That is the point. Fine. So how to obtain the solution now? Let us see. Again, I will be taking a property. We have a property which says Laplace transformation of, or else Laplace will be applied later, but we have a property which says f of t is equal to first function, that is f1 of t, plus second function minus first function into unit step function u of t minus a. But here what is a? A is equal to 4. Therefore, f of t is equal to first function. What is first function? T, plus second function minus first function. Second function is 5 minus first function is t, that into u of t minus 4. Fine. This is the case. I'll be calling it as equation number 1. Now to get Laplace transformation, apply Laplace on both sides. Then it becomes Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to Laplace transformation of t plus Laplace transformation of 5 minus t into u of t minus 4. Okay. I'll be calling it as equation number 2 now. So in this case, we need to solve this whole thing stepwise. Okay. What I do first, I'll be taking what is Laplace transformation of t. This term, which is very, very simple. Laplace transformation of t is equal to what? Laplace transformation of t is equal to, in this case, Laplace transformation of t is equal to 1 factorial divided by s square. Fine. 1 factorial divided by s square. Fine. I'll be calling it as equation number 3. Then I'll be substituting here. So we need to obtain this. Okay, let us consider this whole thing as f of second part, that is f of t minus 4 is equal to, solving this, obtaining the solution for this is equal to 5 minus t. This is for what? To find Laplace transformation of 5 minus t into u of t minus 4. We need to take it like this. So from here, whatever the unit step is there, other than that, what is there, that has to be treated as f of t minus a. Here a is equal to 4. So it is f of t minus 4 is equal to this, only related to this. This is already solved. This part I am talking about. Then in this we need to replace. So replace to make this f of t minus 4 as f of t. So replace t by t plus 4. Then what happens? If you replace t by t plus 4 in this, it becomes t plus 4 minus 4 get cancelled. So it becomes f of t, which is equal to 5 minus t is replaced by t plus 4. Therefore it becomes minus t and 5 minus 1 will be 4 will be 1. So 1 minus t. This becomes my f of t. Fine. So apply Laplace on both sides. So Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to Laplace transformation of 1 minus t, which is equal to Laplace transformation of 1 is 1 by s minus Laplace transformation of t is 1 by s square. This is f bar of s. Okay. So again we have a property which says Laplace transformation of f of t minus a into u of t minus a is equal to e raised to minus as into f bar of s. Okay. So Laplace transformation of f of t minus a means t minus 4 is 5 minus t. Fine. 5 minus t means it is f of t minus 4 into u of t minus 4 is equal to e raised to minus a is equal to 4. Fine. A is equal to 4 here. If you compare with this, a is equal to 4. Fine. Yes or no? Just check it out. A is equal to 4. Therefore, it is e raised to minus 4s into f bar of s. What is f bar of s? 1 divided by s minus 1 divided by s square. I'll be calling it as equation number 4. So, substitute the value of equation number 4 and equation number 3 in equation number 2. Okay, substitute 3 and 4 in 2. Then what happens? Equation number 2 becomes Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to Laplace transform of L of t is equal to 1 by s square, 1 divided by s square, plus L of 5 minus t into u of t minus 4 is equal to what? This. Fine. Therefore, this result is plus e raised to minus 4s into 1 divided by s minus 1 by s square. Fine. Or else we can write it as Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to, if you take 1 by s square common, first I'll take 1 by s common, so e raised to minus 4s divided by s, plus if you take 1 by s square as common, then it is 1 minus e raised to minus 4s. So this will be the solution for this whole function.